Red Bull is one of the most recognizable brands in the world, synonymous with high-energy drinks, extreme sports, and a global lifestyle that encourages pushing boundaries. But what if I told you that Red Bull, the powerhouse energy drink we all know today, wasn't entirely based on a brand new idea? In fact, the story of Red Bull's creation is rooted in an idea that was far from original. It was, in fact, a borrowed concept. Yet, despite starting with a stolen idea, Red Bull went on to revolutionize the energy drink industry, creating an entire market that didn't exist before. In today's video, we're diving deep into the fascinating rise of Red Bull, how they turned a simple idea into a global empire, and how they redefined what it means to have energy. The origins of Red Bull begin not with the company itself, but with a product that had already been developed in Thailand. Back in the 1970s, a Thai businessman named Chaleo Yoovidhya created a local energy drink called Krating Daeng. It was a modest, no-frills beverage made to keep truck drivers, laborers, and farmers energized throughout their long working hours. Krating Daeng was a functional drink with a strong taste, packed with caffeine, taurine, and sugar. While it wasn't glamorous, it worked, and that was enough for Chaleo's target audience. But Krating Daeng's success was largely limited to Thailand, and it remained a local product with a modest reach. Enter Dietrich Mateschitz, an Austrian entrepreneur who would go on to play a crucial role in transforming Krating Daeng into a global sensation. Mateschitz had been working in marketing and advertising when he visited Thailand in 1982. While there, he tried Krating Daeng and saw the potential in this humble energy drink. The product was functional, but it lacked branding, packaging, and any sense of appeal outside of its niche market. Mateschitz saw the opportunity to take this drink and give it an international facelift, rebranding it as a premium, aspirational product. He knew it needed a compelling story, a slick marketing campaign, and an image that would resonate with a global audience. What Mateschitz didn't know at the time was that this stolen idea would launch one of the most iconic brands of the 21st century. Mateschitz approached Chaleo with the idea of turning Krating Daeng into a worldwide brand. At first, Chaleo was hesitant. After all, the drink had already proven successful in Thailand, and expanding globally meant a major shift in both strategy and production. But eventually, the two men came to an agreement. Mateschitz would handle the international marketing and branding, while Chaleo would continue to oversee the production. They both saw the potential of Krating Daeng in the global market, and in 1987, Red Bull was born. The original formula remained largely unchanged, but everything else about the drink, its packaging, its name, its marketing, was completely reimagined. Red Bull's new look was sleek, modern, and far more aspirational than its Thai predecessor. The name itself was a stark departure from Krating Daeng, which literally translated to Red Bull in English. The new logo featured a pair of Red Bulls locked in a dynamic pose, symbolizing strength, power, and energy, values that resonated with an audience far beyond truck drivers. But this rebranding was just the beginning. What really set Red Bull apart was its marketing strategy. Mateschitz and Chaleo realized early on that the product's success would depend not just on the drink itself, but on the lifestyle and culture that surrounded it. Red Bull didn't just sell an energy drink, they sold an entire lifestyle. The company pioneered a new way of marketing products by associating them with extreme sports, adventure, and pushing the limits of human endurance. Take Red Bull's first major marketing campaign, for example. In 1987, Red Bull launched a campaign that didn't focus on the drink at all. Instead, it highlighted the brand's commitment to giving you wings. But Red Bull's innovation didn't stop with marketing. The company also redefined the concept of energy itself. Prior to Red Bull, energy drinks were mainly marketed to people who were already experiencing fatigue: truck drivers, manual laborers, and factory workers. But Red Bull flipped that narrative. They marketed the drink not just as something for people who were tired, but as a way to enhance your energy and performance in any situation. Whether it was working late at the office, hitting the gym, or competing in extreme sports, this repositioning transformed the energy drink category, creating an entirely new market that didn't exist before. At the same time, Red Bull introduced a unique product that catered to a new generation of consumers. Unlike the overly sugary sodas and juices that were popular at the time, Red Bull was marketed as a functional high-performance drink that was both effective and sophisticated. It wasn't just for teenagers or college students. It was for professionals, athletes, and anyone who wanted to unlock their full potential. This positioning allowed Red Bull to create a brand that had global appeal and was seen as a symbol of success and power. The company's breakthrough moment came in the early 1990s when they began sponsoring athletes and events in extreme sports. They didn't just throw their logo on a race car or a skateboarder's helmet. They fully integrated themselves into the sports they were sponsoring, making them an essential part of the culture. This was best exemplified by their involvement in the world of Formula One racing. In 1995, Red Bull entered the world of motorsports by sponsoring the Sauber F1 team. But this wasn't just a typical sponsorship deal. It was the beginning of a new era for Red Bull. In 2005, Red Bull made an even bigger move by purchasing its own Formula One team, which they named Red Bull Racing. The team went on to become one of the most successful in Formula One history, securing multiple championships and solidifying Red Bull as a key player in the motorsports world. But it wasn't just motorsports where Red Bull found success. The brand became synonymous with extreme activities like snowboarding, base jumping, and even aerial acrobatics. They built their own events, such as Red Bull Crashed Ice, Red Bull Floodtag, and Red Bull Air Race, where participants could compete in wild and often dangerous challenges. These events weren't just for spectators, they were experiences designed to immerse people in the Red Bull ethos of living life on the edge. Fast forward to today, and Red Bull has become a global juggernaut. The company has expanded its reach far beyond energy drinks. Red Bull Media House, established in 2007, has become a major player in the media industry, producing documentaries, films, and even a music division. The company's involvement in sports, music, and media has helped cement its reputation as more than just a beverage brand. It's a cultural force. What started as a stolen idea from Thailand has grown into a billion-dollar global empire, with over 7 billion cans sold annually across more than 170 countries. Red Bull has created an entire industry around energy drinks, turning a simple idea into a phenomenon that has changed the way we think about beverages, branding, and lifestyle. So, what's the secret behind Red Bull's success? It's simple. They took an existing idea, reimagined it, and positioned it as something far greater than just a drink. They didn't just sell caffeine in a can. They sold the promise of limitless energy, adventure, and possibility. Red Bull understood that people didn't just want an energy boost. They wanted to feel empowered, excited, and ready to take on the world. And with that mindset, they built an entire industry that didn't exist before. If you found Red Bull's rise as fascinating as we did, hit that like button and subscribe for more incredible brand stories. Tell us in the comments, what's your favorite Red Bull moment or extreme sport?